Hey, what's up guys? It's Film Geek here, and I'm about to review a whole bunch of DVDs, including a couple I don't have in my hands here because they were like rentals from Redbox. So let's do the ones I don't have with me first. The first movie I'm going to review briefly, and these are all going to be very brief reviews, like a sentence or two about what I thought of the movie and then what their score is. Youth in Revolt. Extremely funny movie. Very well acted. I was surprised that Michael Cera showed a little bit of depth. I give Youth in Revolt a 3.5 out of 5. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. That movie was absolutely phenomenal, and you guys know I can't stand reading subtitles, but I was able to ignore the subtitles for the 2.5 hours to see this movie, and I'm grateful for it because it was a stellar movie. I give The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo a 4.5 out of 5. Next up is Johnny Be Good. This movie is a total and utter piece of trash, and there is no way that this movie was even good in the 80s when it came out. It is absolutely horrendous. I give Johnny Be Good a 0.5 out of 5. Eragon. Nowhere near as good as the book series, but still pretty decent. I give Eragon a 3 out of 5. Whip It. This movie was pretty cool, but it had its slow moments. All in all, pretty decent movie. I give it a 3 out of 5. Sunshine. This movie rocked my socks off. Awesome sci-fi movie, great action, cool as hell story, and some pretty cool special effects. I give Sunshine a 4 out of 5. How to Be a Serial Killer. This movie was extremely funny, very well paced, awesome acting, and some very sweet kills. I give How to Be a Serial Killer a 4 out of 5. Up in the Air, I reviewed this when it was in the movie theaters, and I still think it's a perfect 5 out of 5 movie. Fragments. This movie had a stellar cast, but the pacing was just horrendous. It was very, very slow. While the acting was very good, there just wasn't enough stuff going on, and I got really bored really fast. I give Fragments a 2.5 out of 5. Carriers. This movie was pretty decent. It's not a zombie movie like I thought it was. It's really just a virus movie. Acting was so-so. Action was so-so. Basically, it was a so-so movie, giving it a 2.5 out of 5. Adaptation pretty much sucked. It was an interesting story, and I kind of liked how they used the back and forth between the storylines, but all in all, it wasn't really worth my time, and I'm actually sad that I spent $4 on this at Blockbuster. So, Adaptation, you get a 2 out of 5. The Signal. This movie was awesome. This is a great little horror piece, and very unique. It goes from being a straight-up horror movie to being a satiric horror movie that's just funny as hell, and then back to being a horror movie. And the acting is superb, the soundtrack is good, the storyline is pretty cool. Everything about this movie rocked. I'm giving The Signal a 5 out of 5. Star Trek. I reviewed this when it was in theaters as well. And it's still pretty much about the same, about a 4 out of 5. The TV series God, the Devil, and Bob. This TV series is hilarious. All 13 episodes are on this DVD set, even though only 5 episodes were ever aired on TV. This show is hilarious, and it's really too bad that all of the Christian enthusiasts decided that it was being blasphemous, because it's just hilarious. And I give this, as a television series, a 3.5 out of 5. I also watched the television series Greg the Bunny. This show starts extremely slow. It's no wonder it went off the air after only a few episodes airing, because it just starts off slow as shit. Luckily, the last 5 or 6 episodes are extremely funny, but it was too little too late for this series, unfortunately, and I give it, as a series, a 3 out of 5. Time Traveler's Wife I reviewed when it was in theaters, and my opinion really hasn't changed all that much. I still give it a 2 out of 5. The Box. This movie was not at all what I expected. It was much, much worse. The acting was okay, but the story went from being bad and predictable to, oh my god, why would they make that kind of twist that is just ridiculous, and I don't like this movie any longer. I give The Box a 1 out of 5. And finally, American Pie, The Book of Love. I don't remember if I reviewed this or not before, but it's extremely funny. Check it out. 4 out of 5. And those are a bunch of DVDs that I watched this week. I did watch one other well, not this week, but over the last month. I did watch one other DVD, but I'm going to do that as its own thing because it is a new DVD that was a straight-to-DVD release. So that's coming up in a minute. Hope you guys like this, and if not, well, tough shit. That's all I got time for.